So combined, we're over $2 billion in debt. There's a big misconception about debt that most people have. We're about ready to tell you about it.
If you knew what money really is, the US dollar and all fiat currency is debt. So to live debt-free, I would say, is almost impossible.
Well, all of debt is money. And so it's just a matter of whose it is. It's my money or it's your money. And so the way the banks are set up is everybody puts their money into the bank in the form of a deposit. And then now that's a problem for the bank. It's actually a liability for the bank. It's the expense of the bank because it's not their money. They owe you interest on your money. So all you do is you go get it. OPM, other people's money.
And what I was taught was that if you wanted to be rich, it took skills. Not a college education, but skills. And the number one skill, not number one, but one of the top skills, is how to use debt as money. Or saying another way is that I had to learn how to sell. And sales equals income. Look at the financial statements. People who can't sell have no income. So the thing my rich dad used to teach me was that he said, when you look at somebody, you go, excuse me, is that my money in your pocket? So our job as entrepreneurs and as capitalists is how do we use debt and create assets that other people reach into their pocket and give it to us. That's what capitalists.
Yeah, like for example, on this jet that we're on, you get 100% bonus depreciation. At least when I bought it, that's what it was. It's changed a bit, but that's what it was. You could buy a $10 million jet, finance it with 80% or $8 million, put $2 million down, and actually write off $10 million using debt.
And you get tax breaks.
We get tax break. You get a $10 million tax break, but $8 million of it is OPM or other people's money. It's debt. So you do the same thing with real estate, except with real estate, you actually have tenants pay it off for you. So one of the things we could have done with this jet is we could have put it into a charter and we could have had other people paying it off for us as they're flying it all over the place. But I didn't want to do that. It'd be like buying a new car and handing it over to Uber. So for this particular jet, we're not going to do that. But in real estate, that's actually what you do.
And the jet and real estate are very similar because, as I hear so many poor people say, I can't afford it. I don't have the money. I don't have the cash. That's why they're poor. If they understood how to use debt and pay nothing in taxes, they could afford the jet. But instead, because they've been in the program, these experts who say live debt-free, they just say, I can't afford it because...
There's always kind of two categories. There's good debt and bad debt. We talk about this a lot. So what a lot of people talk about is bad debt. So unfortunately, they believe debt is a bad word. So bad debt is buying things that depreciate over time. But even after we bought this, it's gone up in value by over at least $1 million since we bought it. And so this asset has appreciated. Now, there are reasons for that. But most people buy assets that depreciate, like new cars, for example, or they put things on their credit card, as an example. That's bad debt. But good debt is used for when people pay it off for you. That's the point of good debt. That could be anything.